How's it going, everyone? It's November the 1st, which is the day the rest of the world finally gets their hands on Battlefield 4. I received my copy today, booted up my Xbox and jumped into a few games with excitement, only to be met with frustration and despair when I couldn't win a gunfight due to lag. I'd see an enemy open fire and put loads of rounds bang on target and not get a single hit marker, then I'd get dropped in a split second when the guy returned fire. If you've been experiencing similar issues, then hopefully these tips I've got for you today will help turn your game round as much as it did mine. Obviously, you'll first want to make sure that you've got the best connection possible between your platform and the internet, whether that's PC, Xbox or PlayStation. But if you're confident that all that's spot on, then there's a couple of in-game tweaks you can make. First of all, go to Options and then click across to the Gameplay tab and scroll down to Network Smoothing Factor and reduce this to 0. The in-game description for this is visual smoothing of network data such as players and objects. Lowering this will reduce latency but could increase visual errors. This kind of just falls under the umbrella of the dreaded buzzword lag compensation. What it basically does is predicts player movements to give you a fluid visual experience, but in reality it means that the player you're shooting at isn't exactly where you see him on your screen. So this leads to all those frustrating moments where your hits don't count and you get dropped instantly in a one-on-one gunfight. Turning this setting off makes the game play like those classic first-person shooters we all enjoyed, which didn't use that smoothing technology. In the good old days, if you or another player was lagging, you'd know about it because they'd be skipping all over the screen, but at least you're seeing what is actually happening without the game pretending everything's okay. Apparently PCs had this setting since Battlefield 3, but this is the first time I've seen it on console, and hopefully we'll get the option to tweak this interpolation, which I think is the proper terminology for it in other first-person shooters too. For me, this is what's kind of killed the Call of Duty series. Back in Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, the gameplay was perfect, but going into Black Ops and then Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, the main thing letting those games down is the lag. As soon as I made this tweak in Battlefield 4, my gameplay experience dramatically increased and I found that I could win gunfights much more easily. The only sacrifice in terms of visual experience I've noticed was the knife takedown animations, which have become a little bit jumpy, but you never know, this might just be a factor on the lower spec Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. We might not get it on the higher spec PCs or on the next gen consoles. Another little tip if you want to get the most lag-free games is to carefully choose your servers. Don't go anywhere near that quick match button. This will simply dump you into the first game it finds, favouring faster results over a better connection. Instead, you'll want to use the server browser, but even then you'll notice the top few options it gives me are all servers with a 4-bar connection. So click the right thumbstick button to edit filter or whatever that button is on your platform. And then scroll across to region and select the option that most represents you. In my case that's Europe. We've also got the choice of West US, East US, Asia and Australia. So I guess my South American or South African friends are kind of out of luck here. The main cause of lag or latency is the distance between boxes, so joining local games is going to mean less lag between you and the server. Go through and select any other options for the type of game you want, and then you should be left with a nice list of games with a full 5-bar ping. So if you've been having a frustrating time in Battlefield 4 so far, then hopefully these tips will help out and transform your gaming experience. Let me know down in the comments if these settings did make any difference, and if they did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up down below just to help spread the word and share the info with your friends. Can't wait to start my video series for Battlefield 4, but the only thing leaving me in despair now is the painful grind to level up and unlock everything. But hopefully I'll find the time to put the hours in and get some nice weapon guides or loadout videos out soon, so stay tuned for those. Talking about Battlefield 4 video series, also let me know down in the comments which kind of videos from my Battlefield 3 days were your favourites. Should I just continue with weapon guides and loadouts, or would you prefer me to take a look at some brand new series ideas? So as always, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.